How's everybody doing? This is the first time I've ever tried to go live. Uh, if you've never watched my channel, my name is DoorDash Old Man River. Uh, my channel is all about gig driving and some tips and helpful hints and things like that. Um, if you want to ask me questions, if you just want to have some kind of discussion, or just listen to me talk, which is probably pretty boring, uh, please do. I the reason why I started my channel is because I never in a million years would have imagined that you could make the kind of money that I've made so far. Um, so so far doing this. Um, what happened with me and gig delivery is that I lost my job. uh, you know, I started a job. I was going to be the transportation director, paid well, all of that. Uh, and got in there the very first day of my new job. And within a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, they started telling me that they were going to do illegal stuff. And I wasn't up for that. No way, no way, Jose. Because you just don't have to do that these days. Way back in the 80s or 90s or something like that. Maybe trucking companies operated that way all the time, but not anymore. Most people try to keep it legal. You make enough mistakes on accident. So what I should have done that day was just walk out, just leave and say no, I'm not doing that. But I have a family and they depend on me, and I couldn't just walk out. So what I did instead um, is I hung on, and I it never got any better. It was like God was trying to teach me a lesson. To be honest with you, um, that I got to be careful about switching jobs, things like that. I kept the same job for 11 years, so I don't know. What a mess. There was a guy who would just scream the F word out all the time. Uh, why were you just about nothing? Make racial slurs, all kinds of crazy stuff. Uh, I don't know how I even stayed there as long as I did, which was just a few months. But what happened then is, I filed for unemployment and they denied it, of course. And what happened then after that is, you got to go through a process. And it didn't look like I was going to get it, uh, the unemployment. And just getting another job like that, you just don't flip a switch and get another transportation director, terminal manager job. It was going to take some time. And I was talking to my buddy John, and he said that he knew some people that were making money doing DoorDash. This was last year, 2021. No, it was a year and a half ago, 2021. And, and he said he knew some people making money doing DoorDash. And I was like, God, you got to be kidding me. I couldn't even imagine it. You know what I mean? I had tried Lyft and Uber um, due to some financial issues. My wife had lost her job too. Her Bob had a stroke, and our grandkids came to live with us. So that's the whole reason why I switched jobs, was trying to make more money. And what happened was, I'm going to try to adjust this a little bit. There we go. Maybe a little too much. But what happened was, uh, you know, it was a mess. And Uber and Lyft is just way different than gig delivery. You got to basically work at night. You basically got to work it late at night. You basically got to work all the events, all that traffic, all the drugs, all that stuff. Uh, you know, and I'm a little bit older, so I didn't fit into that lifestyle at all. I'm not saying I never met anybody doing Uber and Lyft, but nothing close to what I do now. Um, so one Thursday night in August, I had just got off the phone with the unemployment people, and it didn't go well. I went out and I tried to do DoorDash, and I did it kind of close to my house, and I did it for about 3 or 4 hours that night. I think it was 3 hours, maybe four. I don't remember. It made like $120 or something like that. Uh, and right away, I knew that that we were going to be okay. That was at least an option. I had some other options, that I could have tapped into, but that was it. I was down to my last couple options, and I didn't really think DoorDash was ever going to work or anything like that. Uh, but yeah, the first night, I made like $120 in 3 or 4 hours, and said, "Oh, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to survive." Is what I thought. That we would survive. Um, and by the second or third day, I was making $160 at a time, working 8 to 10 hours. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it was enough to survive. Uh, and then I learned what areas to work in, what times were the best. And before you know it, I was making $300 every day. Uh, Now, my experience is that DoorDash, that was about the max, $300 to $400 tops. Uh, I might have made $400 two or three times doing DoorDash. Uh, I always did it in the same area here in St. Louis. Uh, there's a famous YouTuber from St. Louis, and he says all the time, you know, that St. Louis is such a great area, and it really, really is. For whatever reason, uh, who knows why St. Louis is so good. Uh, there's a lot of restaurants. I don't know. I don't know why it was so good, but it supported more than supported my family through that between job thing. You know, um, I made $1,900 one week doing DoorDash. Crazy, huh? $1,800 one week doing DoorDash. Uh, and $1,700 one week doing DoorDash, and you know, um, you know, uh, and on and on and on, made all kinds of money, and it was such a blessing. But the whole time I was looking for another W-2. I'm an older guy. I need health insurance and things like that. So that was really um, important to me. And I ended up getting another job that was 4 days on, 4 days off, and that just worked perfect. And you know, and one day, what happened was my car broke down. Um, you know, and I had signed up for Walmart Spark because I didn't just do DoorDash. I did DoorDash. I did Uber Eats. I did Grubhub. You never should just ever uh, just do one thing. Um, you know, um, and there's days I made more with Grubhub and Uber Eats than I did with DoorDash. A triple act. Uh, you should, if you're going to do DoorDash, at least you've got to at least double app. You really should triple app or even quadruple app. Uh, you know, I still today I'm trying to get on with Instacart, but what happened was my car broke down, and I had signed up for Walmart Spark and I had tried it too. And, it was a miserable failure. But they kept sending me all these incentives. They never gave up on me. And, what happened then was, uh, you know, I bid on one. It was a Home Depot one. And so I had my pickup truck because my car was in the shop. I thought maybe I get some bigger deliveries and I could use my truck and that would help me make money. So I went out in last February and tried Walmart Spark and never got any Home Depot deliveries. I've probably only done 10 ever. Uh, but I made enough money to see, oh, wow. What's the difference between Walmart Spark and DoorDash? So Walmart Spark is just more money per delivery. Not near as much wear and tear on your car, maybe a little bit more work, but that's good for me. Uh, but just really was surprised by the money I made at Walmart Spark. I mean, I've made 600. I almost made 600 a couple weeks ago. I almost made $600 in it one day, But I've done that 3 or 4 times. I've made 500 probably. I don't know, 6 or 7 days, and 400 a bunch of times, and 300 even more times. And it's just been an unbelievable blessing. One discussion that I would like to have is how many miles did you guys all claim last year? I know how many I claimed. I claimed 34,000 miles on my car last year, but I drove 57,000 miles on my car. You might say that's an awful lot. Well, my car has 205,000. So I did the wear and tear and all that, blah, blah, blah. What do you call that? The depreciation and all that. It's already done. That's already done. I don't have to worry about that. But was 34,000 enough to claim? You know, um, the way why I do it is I use a notepad. You know, um, you know, and here's a good example of the days. I just write it down. What days that I worked, how many miles I drove. I put the beginning odometer, the ending odometer, and where I started and where I stopped. That's from what I understand. That's what you got to have. But I guess I should have gave some warning to some people about the live stream because nobody has joined up yet. But yeah, Walmart Spark. Uh, last year was an amazing year doing Walmart Spark. Uh, I'm real open about that stuff. I made $37,000 doing Walmart Spark with a full time job the whole time. And then I also made some money with DoorDash last year and Uber Eats and Grubhub. But it was probably over 40 grand, and that's why I started this channel because I never would have thought in a million years that you could make that kind of money that you know, uh, as you can imagine, with losing a job and all that, and I had some other stuff going on too. I was in a pretty big hole. I'm way out of that hole. Even with putting a transmission in my car this year, I don't blame that all on Walmart Spark. It like I said, my car had 205,000 miles on it. So but even minus the 3,600, I probably I'm down to you know 30 35,000 or 36,000, minus all the gas I spent. Then I'm down to about 29,000, something like that. So it is profitable. Now, if you had a brand new car, and you're worried about the depreciation and all that, how much did you pay for that car? If I paid $60,000 for a car, I wouldn't use it. I might not do gig delivery. You know, um, I would do other stuff. Who knows? But yeah, if you make 40 grand in one year, with just my tax break was more than what I paid for my car just the tax break that I'm going to get is worth more than what I paid for my car. So, there's that. Um, but next time I'll probably give some warning for a live stream. Uh, you know, um, I hope you guys watch the video and enjoy it. And maybe next time we'll get some more people on. That would have been nice.